Welcome back. Welcome back to the show, my friends. We are glad you're here. Well, no one tackles stains better than our next guest. And during the holiday season, he is a guy that is in high demand. I think he's in high demand every day. But give it up for our good friend, the laundry guy, Patric Richardson, everybody. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Thank you for having me back.
Well, thank you. You're basically my mom's birthday present. She loves you. So, Mom, happy birthday. I got you to the laundry guy. There we go. Yeah. This is a busy time of year for you.
Right. Yes, it is.
Because we have people over that are normally not in our spaces.
Right.
And people are messy and they mess up our furniture and our clothes.
And we kind of pull out our best stuff.
Yeah.
You know, this is like your best stuff and, you know.
So we have a demo of some of the toughest stains. I love that. These are my favorite segments. So where are we going to start, my friend?
We're going to start here. These are all sort of holiday.
Okay.
And the first one is ink. It actually says Merry Christmas, Jason. I wrote it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, like if you're doing your Christmas cards or, you know, writing checks, I don't know, whatever you're doing at Christmas, you get ink. And ink is one of those things that really freaks people out. And it's super simple. This is just rubbing alcohol that I picked up at the drugstore. Put it in a spray bottle.
Okay.
And you just spray it. And you want it to get fairly wet, and then you just take a brush and you just start going at it. And what will happen, I should have told you, there's a towel under here.
Okay.
So I'm spraying this, and what's going to happen is it's actually going to go through into the towel, and it's just going to come right out.
Really?
When it starts to look smeary, see how it gets really smeary?
Yeah.
You're good. Just toss it in the washer. It's going to come right out.
Okay. So, to recap, spray the rubbing alcohol. When it gets smeary,
Technical term.
throw that thing in the washer.
Yep.
And it'll come out.
You got it.
Okay, we just learned something right there. Okay, next.
So tree sap. You know, you said you might do your tree.
Because Patrick, I wondered what the hell that was.
I know.
I was like, what is that on that
Right.
dish?
It's
Okay,
just tree sap. Just safe little tree sap.
Okay.
So you just need oily soap. Now, you really can't use dish soap because it's so acidic, because it cuts grease. But you can use like liquid hand soap. That's just fine.
Oh.
But you want something oily. It's got to be really thick because it's got to sit on there. And you just put it on pretty generously. I mean, don't be afraid that you're going to use too much.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just put it on there and give it a little rub with a brush.
Okay.
And what will happen is the oily soap will basically surround the tree sap and it'll wash out. Yeah.
Okay, what I'm picking up is this is kind of like a pre-treating. You still need your washing machine to finish the job.
Yeah, I mean, you could, like, if you wanted to, if this was like on your sofa.
Yeah.
Okay. If you got tree sap on your sofa because.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good question. Yeah.
So if you got it on your sofa, you would do this just like this. What you would then do is just take a towel, dip it in some water, and just scrub it away. I just to make it easy, just because.
Absolutely.
Most things go in the washer.
Yeah, absolutely. But because it could get on the couch. If your tree's by a couch.
Yeah, it absolutely could.
Okay, I love it.
This is eggnog.
Okay.
Eggnog. We're kind of moving through the holiday here.
Yeah.
So this is eggnog. Eggnog comes out if you just spray it with vinegar and water. So you literally just wet it with vinegar and water.
Okay.
If it's your shirt, then you toss it in the washer. If it's your sofa, just scrub it a little and take a towel, and you want the towel to be wet because we're actually kind of rinsing it off.
Okay.
So we can actually do this.
Yeah.
This one's
boop, boop,
wet.
boop.
So you want to rinse it off. And then what will happen, there it goes. Then you just take another towel that's dry and blot it away. The problem that everybody has when they're doing their sofa or whatever is they want to scrub it and then blot it dry. Well, that doesn't work in your laundry. I mean, you don't throw your clothes in dirty, add soap, and then, put them in the dryer. They rinse. So we want to rinse. This is the reason everybody has problems on their sofa.
Is it? Oh, because that's why there's the discoloration around the ring of the stain.
Right, because you haven't rinsed that back out. So you take a towel of clear water. You're not trying to be damp, almost dry. The towel is wet, and you apply wet water to it. Then you blot it dry.
Got it. Rinse first. Yes. Okay, what's this?
This is chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chocolate's bad.
Yeah, and you know, this is one that could really get on the sofa, especially in my house.
Yeah.
You could get chocolate on the, I mean, Reese's cup on the sofa all the time.
Yeah.
So this is actually a two-step. Well,
I mean, Patrick, I'm with you, yeah.
I mean, this is how I live.
Yeah.
You know, I don't drink. All I have is Reese's cups. Give them to me.
I love Reese's. Reese's cups are just.
You know.
I love Reese's cups so much.
Totally. And now Reese's trees.
Reese's trees. I know. I love anything with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you spray it with vinegar and water, and you give it just a little wipe. And the reason you do that is because it's really oily, and the oil is going to keep you from getting at the chocolate. Then you take a little drop of soap, and you could actually.
What kind of soap?
It just like this is liquid hand soap, but you could use a bar of laundry soap and the brush.
Okay.
The key is you just want something to take out the chocolate part. And so all you do is then scrub and see how the chocolate is just coming away. It won't come off if you don't
do the vinegar and water step.
Right. So there it is, and then it just disappears, and then you know, we could blot this to rinse, or we could just toss it in the washer.
So so chocolate, two-step thing. Vinegar and water first, and then regular soap. And this brush, man, everybody should have this little brush in their house.
Horsehair brushes are the answer when you're doing laundry because they're strong enough to like scrub a stain, but like we could scrub your sweater and it wouldn't pill it out. Whereas if you use like a toothbrush,
it would pill it out.
It would wreck the finish.
Okay, and finally, what do we have here?
This is, we're calling it wassail because, you know, it's red wine and fruit. But we were kind of keeping with the holiday.
The audience is clapping for the wine, yeah.
So, well, you know. But, so this is red wine. So this is oxygen bleach that you can just pick up wherever. You just add some oxygen bleach to water.
Okay.
Give it a quick little stir. And then you just dip this in. And it's going to turn color. Oh, look, it did. Thank you. So it turns color.
The audience is so reactive, and I love it.
It's so visual. So once it turns color, you can either wash it in the washer, or there again, if it's your sofa, scrub it with soap and a brush, and it'll be good to go. Fun side note, if the wine is really good, it'll turn purple. If the wine is really cheap, it'll turn tan. So
you can find out who your cheap relatives are.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You do you.
We have more with Patrick now. These, we're answering your questions now. You had them. He's going to answer them when we return. Back in a moment, everyone. Stay with us. It'll turn tan if it's cheap.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Our good friend, Patric Richardson, the laundry guy's here. So we're letting you basically borrow Patrick for the holidays. We asked you on our Jason Show Facebook page. Not like that, you dirty birdies.
I'm not that interesting.
Yes, you are, buddy. You and I will just sit and eat Reese's Cups all day.
Perfect.
First up, Jennifer says, my 2-year-old got some orange Jell-O on his cream-colored sweater and left a stain that I can't get out. Nothing seems to work. What can I do?
The easy answer for this is you get at the hardware store, you can buy a stain remover called Amedex, and you just buy it with the cleaners, put it on there, and it will just lift the Kool-Aid right out. The more complicated way is you can soap and a brush and just scrub it. But usually when it goes into a sweater, because it goes through all those fibers, it's just easier to go to Amedex. It's so much faster.
Amedex.
Yep.
Oh, my mom will be getting that like right now. She loves laundry. Kimberly asks, how do I get barn smells and manure stains out? Best question of the day.
I love your life.
I know.
Oxygen bleach. Oxygen bleach will take it right out. The great thing about oxygen bleach is it's completely color safe. So if your barn dogs are brown or green or whatever, oxygen bleach.
Smell-wise, too, you know what I never forgot from your last segment? Vodka and water.
Yeah, vodka is a great trick if you just want to remove odor. So if it was just the odor of the barn, you could just spray everything with vodka. It'll take it right out. If like your friends leave and they smoke or something, you can just spray vodka. It takes it right out.
Yeah, don't use Kettle One. Don't waste the Kettle
No,
One. Just
college vodka.
College vodka.
College
yeah,
vodka. That's the way you do it.
Please. Carrie's next. Hi, Carrie. She asks, I love this. Is bleaching white still a thing?
No, it is not. It's terrible. I've got a hot take. So, bleach.
Patrick almost slammed the counter. He almost did it me, yeah.
So white is not a naturally occurring color. White is a blue dye that gives us that beautiful, like this vibrant white.
Yeah.
That's a dye. So when you bleach that color out of it. So, you know, like our great grandparents used to use bluing, and what they were doing is they were bleaching the white and then they were putting the color back
in
with bluing. And we don't do that anymore. Bluing doesn't work in a modern washing machine. Oxygen bleach or a non-chlorine bleach is totally fine. Chlorine bleach is just not a thing for your laundry.
Stop doing it. It's no longer a thing. Thank you for that question. Liz is next. Hi, Liz. Why is it so hard to get cooking grease out?
It's funny. It's hard because it's hot. It makes it penetrate further into the fabric. The best way to get cooking grease out is actually like stretch it over a bowl in the sink and pour really hot water through it, because the heat that made the cooking grease sink in, the same heat will take it right back out.
Okay, this is the best segment ever. Tammy asks, I left a chapstick in my pocket and went through my washer and dryer. Can I get the spots out of my shirts?
You know what? Do the exact same thing. Just stretch the spots over a bowl of really hot water, because it'll come right out. It just sort of melts and runs through. It's the easiest way to do it. You can also put towels on either side of it and iron it out, but you have to keep doing that over and over.
So do the hot water.
Hot water is the way to do it.
Jody, hi Jody. Jody writes, I've tried to put pillows in the washer and dryer, and every time they come out all bunched up and ruined. Help.
Okay, so the trick isn't you need to wash them on the express cycle. The magic to this is toss them in the dryer with tennis balls. If you put them in the dryer with tennis balls, the tennis balls are active and they will actually beat the loft back into the pillow.
Boom. I have one that I think represents my dog. We had a little toenail that was bleeding, got on my mother-in-law's couch, which is a light gray. There's little blood stains from Dex. How do you get blood out of a couch?
So mix up some
They're
oxygen.
watching right now. Pay attention.
Right. Okay. So mix up some oxygen bleach and water, dab it on, and you're going to see it fizz, because all oxygen bleach is, it's dry hydrogen peroxide. You're just making a very concentrated solution. Like what you get in the store is about 3%. You're making about 20. You blot it on, it's going to like fizz up, and then just scrub it with a brush and then rinse it, blot it with a wet cloth, and it'll disappear.
He's the best. It's Patrick, everybody. Catch a laundry guy on Discovery Plus and visit his website, laundryevangelist.com. More when we come back. Back in a moment. Go get that oxygen bleach, family. Thank you, buddy. That was so good.